so hungry. Okay, I'm gonna check the mic, and if it's working, then I'm gonna start streaming. I almost have it. Display. I almost have it. I got the mic, but I don't understand. I don't understand what this thing is doing. So yeah, it's infinite. Okay, now how would I get onto the dock? Because that's what I want to do. If I'm here, I just open this. Now what? That, window capture, that's what I want, right? Okay. Now what does that do? Does that make 2 layers? Why? What's the point? Window capture is what I want. I want this. Well, I wanted to show. Do I have to have a window open? Is that what it is? That's probably it. I'm not gonna lie, this was going to be the stream of all time. I was actually gonna put some game on, but if I look it up real quick. How to stream. Okay, we're all set. I'm gonna try and make this rather quick and simple. We're gonna start this. I didn't come into this prepared whatsoever. Doesn't necessarily matter. Here, let me do the mic like that. Here, we'll do it like this, right? Let's just say all the bad stuff. Say your trauma. Let's say your negative experiences, stuff that you look back on and it makes you have this sense of regret, or it gives you a wave of depression. That's because you have something called trauma, right? Trauma is the best way to put it. Like I said, trying to figure out how I want to explain this fucking document. Because I kind of want to talk about stuff like trauma, because we all have trauma. You know, I'll do that here. No, we don't all do. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for every single human, but I just, that doesn't make sense. But if you're watching this video and you're curious about it and you think you have trauma, well, let's just say that most people who would want to come watch a video like this have fucking trauma, okay? So you have trauma. Bro, you have trauma, right? You have this thing right here. You have this thing, okay? Here, I'll even use me as an example if you want. Like if I talk about myself, maybe this would be easier instead of just trying to make an imaginary thing. Here, you know what? I'll therapize myself. That's what I'll do. And by the way, look, I'm not trying to seduce you with my voice. I'm quiet right now, so my voice sounds like a fuckboy. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. I know one of my friends is gonna fucking say this when they see it, because I sound so fucking different, right? Maybe it's because I'm just by myself enough where I just have fucking high testosterone. I can fucking have a low voice. Go fuck yourself. That was for you, Nathan, by the way. So let's say Noah has trauma. God, I have Grammarly. And by the way, my spelling, I haven't done school forever. My spelling always sucks when I'm not warmed up, so you're gonna have to fucking bear with that, pussy. I have trauma. Now, you have to obviously list what your trauma is. Let's say mine was, because this is most of it. This is most of my trauma that I have, right? It's Noah didn't have a good experience with high school sports. Now, you can look back at something. You can look back at trauma with a smile. You can, like I said it myself before, you can say that you are thankful. You're thankful for it happening. You're thankful for it happening because now you know what it is that's holding you back from being your best authentic self. Your best authentic self. That's what we want. We want to be that guy that's able to walk down the street and not be self-conscious. At least like every step you take it a certain way because you feel like you look, I don't know, like some people's it's like they look weird. They're self-conscious about looks. Subconscious. It's okay. Well, when you don't meet somebody, it's usually looks. It's usually looks when you're out and you're self-conscious. So there's many ways to go about fixing your looks too. But I can get on that in like 10 minutes or something. Something fast. I can do that. So let me get through this real quick just to sum up trauma. Because trauma, so what happened. Didn't try to type high as fuck, bro. when you have trauma, that's another thing. That's another thing that people have, is they have trauma. Trauma affects you on so many levels. Again, I'm still having issues trying to understand. I came in here not prepared at all, but I wanted to do it anyways. Trauma affects so many things, and there's so many forms of trauma. So many. Like, post-traumatic stress disorder is the biggest one. That's something that, like, you have to fight your entire life because it's so instamped onto your memory. You don't. Post-traumatic. You know what? PTSD is so important to me. I'm going to talk about it. And I'll put it hand in hand with trauma, right? PTSD is the syndrome of not being able to fully accept yourself after that traumatic experience. What I mean by that is when you have a traumatic experience, and it has to be PTSD level, which is, a high level traumatic experience, you're going to be so fucked up by it, right? You're going to be so fucked up that you are going to look back at it and almost make it subconscious decision without you even realizing, because it's subconscious. You don't, it's different. It's like sitting down without thinking to sit down. You kind of just push it away to the point where it's almost like another reality, and you split the disorder away from yourself, but it's like a weighted chain with a big fat million-pound dumbbell just strapped to you. So every time you take a step, it's just extra heavy. And it's extra heavy because it's just a piece of weight that you act like isn't there, but you're not aware of it. So you're always just extra tired all the time. You're always just down in the dumps, but you just don't know why. It's always rooted back to when you were a kid. Always roots back to when your mind is still developing. Also, in another way to put it is when your mind doesn't know who it is yet. When your mind doesn't know who it is yet. When you're trying to figure out yourself, and people who try to figure themselves out their entire lives. Most people can never figure out themselves. And if they do figure out themselves, they're always too scared to go towards it. And that's what all of this is so far. Trauma is what holds you back from being successful. Trauma is that fear that you hold on to every day. It's the only thing you have left. You're not scared of, you're actually really not that scared about what's going to happen tomorrow. You're just scared of who you are. You're just scared of you not being in control of your own negative energy. It's kind of like what I've been through before with it's the same way with lifting, and when people try to get in shape. Another example, I gotta list this as an example. This is my first time doing this, by the way, so I know it looks really unorganized, but I'm just trying to, it's like a follow down as you go with it, so you just kind of follow me along. Lifting to get in shape, let's say, hypothetically, You have a hard time letting go of the feeling of working out high. You need it. Like, as an example, this right here, the high part, that's the dependency. That's the dependency that you can't let go of. And the reason why people can't let go of, like, a weed, for example, like, if I were to sum up weed as an addiction, people can't let go of weed because they sorry, hold on, give me a second. Okay, so people who can't get off weed, they vibrate. Now, vibration is your energy, right? Like, you see how the air kind of has static to it when you look at it? That's vibration. That's atoms moving. That's how energy is generated. You have that. Water's a vibration. It moves. Water, that's 90. That's like, what is it? Yeah, 75% of your energy. You have vibration through your entire body. It's in your entire organelle, skin, it's everything. You're a vibration, right? Now, when you're sober, right, you have a baseline vibration. You have a baseline vibration. And again, with being with trauma, in that one moment you had, it's like hitting below rock bottom. Like, it's that type of feeling. Like, there's nothing, like, I can't even speak for the people because I don't have PTSD like that, but everybody has their lowest moment. Everybody has it. Everyone has a lowest moment. Everybody has a lowest moment, and usually they hold on to it. Because a person likes to identify themselves off who they are and what they achieve, right? Like, you have pride in yourself because of what you do in the physical. Like, you have pride mentally because of the physical. They go hand in hand. You are so hellbent. You just hold on to that low moment, and you are that. And breaking that identity is the hardest thing. It's literally the hardest thing to break, because you are at this baseline. You're at your baseline. You're at this baseline right here. You're at that baseline. This is you, right? Let's just say you're, like, depressed because of your trauma. You're right here. This is your state of mind right here. You're depressed. Trauma. Basically, what I'm trying to say right here, when you see this visual of this baseline in you, see how far away that is? Do you see that? How far away? Not just like in timeline sense, but like deep down within yourself. You just leave this shit down, and you're so embarrassed to even talk about it, because let's just say your identity thing is like you're embarrassed. The fear, that wall you put up of fear doesn't even let you go past this wall, because you have to maintain who you are as yourself. You have to maintain it. You have to do it. You have to keep this structure that you're just okay in front of everybody, because that's what society tells you. You've been brainwashed to not open up about anything. You can open up with your friends, but like people don't even talk to their parents like that. I do, because I have a close relationship with them, because I've experienced all this shit, and I've been eventually got so hell-bent on just going fucking literally insane, keeping it to myself. I had to start talking, and I just knew my parents were the safest spot no matter what they'd say, and I just would talk to them about, you know, what I've been through and what other, you know, I've talked to my own parents about their stuff, and I understand them like I understand myself. So when you get to that level of understanding people and you talk to them, especially when it's your parents and you're connected to them the most, you can tie back everything you know about that person, and you can just understand why it happened. And usually why trauma happens, well, not why trauma happens, that's the test life gave to you. That's out of your control. You can control what you can control, and the only thing you properly can control 100% of the time is you. And people don't want to control themselves. They don't want to pick up the fucking shovel that's out of the way, just over here. It's just a shovel. It's just a big fat shovel. And I was going to go further away, but like, you know what, fuck it, let's do that. Your shovel, it's right here. You got to go walk, pick that up, go out of your normal day that keeps you sane, and then you got to, and it takes a long time. I'm talking there you shouldn't have to self-therapy yourself. You should always have a vent source. But most people don't. Most people are arrogant. The reason why people aren't successful in life or are satisfied with their life is because they're either arrogant, they're stupid, or they're lazy. And arrogant and stupid usually tie together. You're usually arrogant because you're stupid, or you're stupid because you're arrogant. You think you're too good for your own trauma, or you think you're too good to go do what you need to do to get better, because you think you'll just be fine without actually putting in the deep work to fix yourself. But let's be honest, how many people have actually gone over here, picked up this shovel, and just started like dig and bringing it down, and you're digging and you're digging and you're digging. Eventually you'll try to dig. Most people don't even get past like a couple days of trying to solve their issue. The only people that actually get far with it are crazy mental, or like they're actually got something fucking crazy inside of them where they just are so fucking like self-respecting towards themselves, they actually try to fight it alone. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. That's the worst thing somebody could do. There's just billions of people on this fucking earth. If you're not talking to at least one person, you're doing it wrong. You need to go fucking find that one person. And there's always somebody. You might say you have nobody close in your family. Bro, I'm literally a person right here. I will give you game. I will talk to you. And I will fucking make you feel better. I will make you get the truth. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to give you the truth, and it's going to make you feel like shit. Fuck out of here. It's... Nobody likes to hear the truth. People will click on self-improvement videos and they'll fucking decide they want to hear the truth from somebody off screen. They think that it's just like, it doesn't affect them because they're off the screen, but then they do feel it, and then they get pissed off and they click off the video. And Hamza talks about it all the time. People watch his videos and he watches his watch time, and right when he says something offensive, like fucking 20% of the fucking viewers go down because they don't want to hear his shit. Well, that shit he's talking about is you. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, and you know it. And you just want to act like you're not a piece of shit. You don't want to fucking admit it. Nobody wants to admit they're a piece of shit. Nobody wants to admit they're down in the dumps and they can't control their own body because it's a sign of weakness. And that's what society did. Whenever somebody decides they want to fucking open up, they just become gay from a therapist. Or their friend talks to them who has a mental illness. And then two people with two mental illnesses come together and they both go down the wrong path because they both think they're just qualified enough to talk about shit. but they've never gone 7 days without jerking off in the past 5 years. They've never actually gone through true discipline to show yourself self-respect. And that's what this digging is. The first part of it is understanding that you need to go pick up this shovel and you need to go dig. You need to go down to the root of the tree of your problem. You need to go all the way back down to how you first struggled to grow. First had that big setback. You need to understand it. You do. You understand why you had it. I understand why I had my moments. I understand why most of my friends have their issues because I've seen them for such a long time. I just know. It's like my parents. In the digging analogy, you dig and you dig. This digging, what it means to actually get down here and start digging, it looks like this, right? This is like the principles for just learning how to dig. First step, honesty. This is off the dome, by the way, but this is what I tell myself. And it's the reason why I'm even able to fucking still not fall off and stay strong, even though it's hard as fuck. You know what's right, and if you're not a little bitch and you actually respect yourself, you're going to actually put up the fight. You're going to pick up that cross, you're going to turn it into a fucking sword, and you're going to go fight some shit. You're going to go fight that fucking inner Christ. You're going to go fight that demon, whatever you fucking believe in. Whatever the fuck you believe in. The fact you're able to believe in anything in the first place just shows your power, because that belief gives you all action. So if you don't believe in yourself, but you can believe you can just be okay, that's all you're going to be. You're just going to be okay. You're just going to be average. You're not going to actually be where you want to be. Some people want to be average, that's fine. I don't want to be average. There's a lot of people that don't want to be average. This video is for them. The people that don't want to be average, you need to understand that you are David going against the biggest biological, psychological warfare that's ever been recorded properly in history. It's every single evil brain cell, and it's been now the power of evil in their brain cell has distributed all of this shit. Media is the biggest one. You have media that feeds you a bunch. That's actually like it, because the television, your TV, you sit and you watch this bullshit every day. Like, you hear the agendas on the news, but like, the only thing it actually affects in your life is your fucking financial state. Like, if you see bad news, like most parents, 40, 50, 30-year-olds, they've watched the news. They never really got told it was really that bad. They watched it like it was the newspaper, They believe every single fucking thing that's on it. Every single, I've tried to talk to, my parents, about the news. My mom, my dad understand it's a load of shit, but they didn't at first. And when I first tried to tell them, they were like, Noah, shut the fuck up. You're crazy. Why would they lie? The way I like to look at it, and it kind of makes sense, is if you had a basketball game, right? A 5v5 basketball game. 5v5, and there's $10,000 on the line, right? No ref. You're telling me not one guy's going to make a bullshit call? No one's going to try and cheat you out of money, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is everything on the news that affects you is money. And that money and that news has created this entire illusion that everything around you matters. And it distracts you from what you need to actually focus on. You are the problem. You can have as much bullshit get thrown in your way, but you can always deflect it. You can be an ultralight beam. You can be a force field that can just deflect shit, but the only way you can do that is if your belief stands taller than the negative shit. It's like the weed, right? When you're sober, you're below the vibration that the weed puts you on, so you don't want to leave it. Like when you're working out and that vibration of the weed gets so like so much higher, like you just get like cooked, right? And you're just lifting. Like, you don't even feel like most of the pain. It kind of numbs it. Puts you above the normal vibration of living. So then when you try to be sober, you're faced with what? You and your problems, right? You are the problem. Be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest. You know there's something back in your childhood that gave you like permanent self-consciousness. And that is what has made you such a piece of shit, because you just were honest and you didn't have the courage. You didn't have the courage. No, not the courage. No, it's courage. Courage comes with a couple things, right? Courage is different from being oh my god. Yeah. Courage is being, I'll put it like this. Courage is being scared, but like still pushing through that fear, right? That's the big thing with courage that you need to understand, is that courage is the aftermath of this. You need to actually have the courage to have enough self-love, but more importantly, I think, respect, to fight. You have to have enough self-love, which people say pride can be a bad thing. Without my pride in myself and my capabilities of how I want to help the world, I'm not going to let shit stop me from wanting to do good. If I think evil is fucking bad, like if you really just start fucking get the fuck out of here. If you think being bad is good, like doesn't that just sound like the stupidest shit ever? Like, you know it's bad from your own consciousness telling you it's bad. Like, from a gut soul feeling, you know it's bad. Like, your self-life situation, you know it's not where you want it to be. In your opinion, you'll subconsciously call it bad because you want more. You need to have the respect to fight for more. Fight for more. Actually stop being a little bitch. And fucking go, like, get what you want. I'm telling you, I promise you, it gets better. Like, you gotta fucking fight. I'm not even out of the bad stage yet. I'm still trying to get in shape so I can be qualified to, like, train people online and help people. Like, I want to get to a point where I can, like, have people trust my word. And in order to have people trust my word, I need to be able to trust my own. So when you have honesty and you know you don't trust yourself, right? You don't trust yourself to go fight it. You have your courage. You fucking go and you're like, I fucking hate that. I love myself so much. But I just don't even tell myself that anymore, because all I have left in my brain is just rotten hate. And it just erodes in your gut, and you just... That's how people get sick. The low vibrations. You get sick because you're sad. Like, schools don't even teach you that. Isn't that fucking stupid? Like, you get sick. Like, we don't even have the common flu cure, but we just have all these cures for all these other bullshit things. And then, like, all the diseases that are actually, like, happening, they just give you stupid pills just to cope with it, just to temporarily push it away. Like antidepressants, like, yeah, it makes you feel good for a minute. It's just like the fucking weed you're smoking every day. It's just like the fucking bad habit you do, whether you fucking yank one out like a little incel, or you smoke, nicotine, drugs, anything. Staying up late, like I'm fucking doing right now. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm up right now doing this instead of earlier. I didn't even want, you know what? By earlier, I mean days ago. I was going to go to sleep tonight, and just not do what I wanted to do, that's just none of these, right? That's me not doing anything. That's not me doing jack shit. You're nothing. What are you if you can't do what you want, right? Nothing else matters besides what you want. So if you can't do what you want, you got nothing. How do you get something? How do you actually make progress? That's what you care about, right? You just want to make progress, right? You just want to forget about these things and just fucking make money and just be, instead of being rich and actually doing good for the world, you're just mentally ill with a lot of money. And that just amplifies your depression because money amplifies, right? If I'm a good guy with money, I'm going to fucking do more good because, money's the portal to a lot of action because there's a lot of restrictions that, abide. You got to have money to buy shit. So if you have money and you are good, you're going to do more good. But if you have more money and you're bad, you're going to do more bad. It's actually fucking common sense, right? So when you have common sense and then you say it like that, you realize that you have no room. You have no room to do anything because you have no amplifier. You haven't even lit the match yet. You haven't even, you don't even have the flame. It's out right now. You're just dead. Limped up, just dead. You need to be able to start taking action. And where does all the prevention of action come from? Once you get done with honesty and courage, you have this right here, right? Bro, what the fuck? I'm about to do this. My fault? No, you know what? Nah, fuck you. I'm fine. See what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to say sorry to somebody unless you actually care. If you say sorry for no reason, you're just asking for people to sink their fangs into you, bro. I'm telling you. Even if I wanted to say sorry, I get it. No, you don't. You don't want to say sorry when you don't feel like it. That's just societal programming. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Shut up. It's fucking programming. It's disgusting. No originality. We have the power to think whatever the fuck we want, and we follow the same 5 fucking trends every day. Oh, I mean, every other week. We follow the same 5 trends every other fucking week. When's the last time you, even thought about doing some positivity in your life? And actually, me saying that's kind of a dick thing to say, because I'm actually positive most people go through a day. They're actually very, they have motivation because they go on their fucking TikTok and they see that one video that really just sends chills down their spine. They're like, oh my God, I'm so fucking godlike. I'm going to change the world. I'm just that goated. Because they try to link themselves to an energy that's just way out of the reality that they're in right now. They just think they're there. It's like when you jerk off and it's like your brain, your subconscious, actually thinks there's a bitch there. When you call yourself the B word, you think you're one. You think you're one. Your subconscious doesn't know you're playing. Mike Tyson said that. It's genius. It's exactly right. Your subconscious is like the domino effect of action. Obviously, there's an instinct. So, no one can fucking actually figure out where the start of the actual body is. Everything just moves, right? The origin of your birth, that's where your instinct comes from. That instinct is what's going to get you through your entire life. You only want to listen to that because that's your subconscious. Your subconscious you should only listen to if it's good. If it's bad, listen to me. Get a therapist. That's what I was talking about. You need to make sure that if you fucking have a bad subconscious, you need to fix that. And there's many ways to do that. This is why the internet's a good thing, is because it's a double-edged sword, actually. But you can go look up positive affirmation videos. You can even start just telling yourself in your head, anything positive. Quite literally anything, gratitude. I wouldn't be happy, because happy's temporarily. Gratitude you can hold on to for a lot longer. It's less cliche and wavy. Gratitude's the choice of an action, like courage, right? Courage is the choice of an action. You were scared, but you showed courage. Happy just shows up. It just pops out of the blue. The feather in the wind controls the feather's movements. It just moves with the wind. That's happiness. Now, what are you actually being honest and courageous towards? Because that's the question. Honesty and courageousness. What are you so scared of, right? You don't think you can get over this wall. This wall. The walls. You have many of them. These walls. God. These walls are fucking loud and they scream in your face. They talk shit all day. You can't climb over me. That exterior thing that built me is way more powerful than you. You stay right there, way below me. You stay right below me, and you can't climb me. You can't fucking climb me. You're too weak. Like that shit. That's the shit that goes on in most people's heads. Obviously they don't say it like that, but that's what it is. You have a wall. Some people have walls again because they're scared of climbing them, usually because we're stuck around societal standards. You're scared to climb that wall in front of people because it looks ugly. It's an ugly fucking ride. You gotta be honest. Like, oh, I fucked up this on this many days. I forgot to skip a day of journal and meditation. Do you want me to be completely honest to you right now? I haven't meditated. I haven't told anyone this for no reason because I've kept it to myself, right? Isn't that fucked up? I'm gonna take my own advice. I haven't meditated. I don't even remember the last time. You want me to actually check my journal? Because I journal after every time I meditate. And I made this on June 11th. I'm going to check right now. I'm going to fucking show you guys how fucking pathetic I've been. Here. I'll take the time. I'll do it. Dude, I'm so hungry right now, bro. I don't even get it. January 5th. January 5th was the last time I meditated. By the way, I will not delete this stream. This is the birth of something amazing. Fuck you guys. I love you. Anyone who fucking finds this video, I don't care if it's even a close friend of mine. I have no hate in my heart towards any of you. I love you all. You guys are everything to me. Walls. You are a big fat wall. You're just a big fat fucking wall, right? How do you climb it? Well, you gotta get higher than the vibration of the wall. This is the bro science way of explaining it, because I haven't leveled up that yet because I haven't put that much work into my brain in a while. I've had to sacrifice my 4D. Like my creatives. No, I'm not gonna fucking say that. It's so stupid. Not creative. On my creative side. My 4D side. My 4D. My spirituality. You can call it whatever you want. My belief in the spirit and the power that it has. Again, it's like the shovel analogy with the wall. You are just really fucking short, and this wall is really fucking tall. And you gotta grow like a tree and raise over it. How do you do that? You raise your vibration. It's really easy. Simple. It's simple to say. Here. It actually really is easy, but with the predicament we're in, we're so fucking programmed, we can't even get off a fucking phone for more than an hour. So yeah, that's pretty difficult. Your fourth. You need to raise. Raise the stakes in yourself, invest. I don't care. I don't care about your shitty fucking job. You have to fucking keep working. If you're my age or younger than me, and you're still in like college, you should be ashamed of yourself for not even trying. Not even trying to better yourself. Because you know you're ashamed of yourself. You don't need me to tell you it. I'm just the guy that's able to awaken your subconscious because, you know, it's hard to focus on that. You need another voice to be aware for you. It's like holding hands. You need to hold hands with somebody, connect with them, make them connect with you and understand. Obviously, everything's possible by yourself. It can be. Like I said, if you want to become fucking crazy like me, and you're going to manifest into something fucking huge, I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get it wrong. I'm not saying I did it all by myself, but I've spent like 95% of my days in my room just with my own thoughts, not doing any action towards my actual purpose besides working out. You need to respect yourself. You need to have the isn't that crazy, bro? Like, doesn't this sound so stupid? You have to have it's not even the honesty, right? Because we're born in sin to lie. We're born in sin to do negative at first, but you need to have courage. You need to have courage to love yourself. That's how you know something's wrong. You need to raise this thing right here. You need to raise that. You need to raise that. And I'll show you, I'll put the actions right here. I'm literally just going to give you everything you need to do right now. This is like just the basics. Like, this is information you've definitely heard from fucking other people. Like, there's no secret fucking pudding, you dipshit. Stop looking for the special answer that makes your technique so special. You're not special. We all have the same body. Again, the only thing special is your mind. The images you can create, your imagination, your image you can share with the nation, right? The world, your unites, your people. Share, connect. It's literally a cheat code. Humans don't open up because they feel embarrassed, bro. If you don't open up, you're slowing down your process times like 50. That's what I've done. I'm the guy that's telling you not to do it. Raise. Here's what you need to do, right? You need to do meditation. And you know what? To actually go and fully commit, I recommend to people when they start meditating to do it twice a day. Morning and night. Morning and night is what you need to do. Morning and night's what you need to do. Now, if you don't want to do this, you're not going to do anything right. Because meditating, there's not a single successful person that doesn't have a form of they don't have they have to actually observe and listen to their mind. That's what meditation is. I'll explain it to you, right? I'll explain it. Meditation, to meditate is to, and I like to put it this way because this is exactly what it is. No, it's not in my opinion. This will make perfect sense if you actually listen to me. To meditate is to learn about the subconscious and learning to control it. You know what goes hand in hand with meditating? Can't say it enough. You're meditating. I'll set up the equation. It's gonna be times 2 the speed. You meditate twice a day. You have a notebook and you just pick up a pencil and take 5 minutes to at least just describe what blocked your peace while your eyes are closed and you're breathing with a rhythm. Whatever thought distracts that and you didn't mean to have it come up, write about it. Talk to yourself. You know, the paper's there for you to look at. It's like reflection, you know, it's a mirror. Just like everything in life is, it's a mirror. whatever you do will come back at you in whatever form you want it to. It's usually meant to be in a way that's hard to understand why things happen. So you actually have to think it through because, we have hard brains. We ask for this hard life, so don't be a pussy. You ask for this. You asked to fucking go through this, so don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch like you have been your entire life. You didn't even want to be a bitch. You were forced to be a bitch. You grew up in your subconscious and you had some trauma happen. You grew up in your subconscious and you had some fucking trauma happen, so now you're stuck in this fucking subconscious that has a big fat wall in it. So now you can't act like your natural self all the time. You get that? You get that? There's a part of you that you leave behind. You need that. That's usually your younger self. Even if it's just your past self, whatever timeline it happens in, a piece of that country of your identity will break off. Just cracks off. Like California fucking breaks off, earthquake, magnitude 4, boom, 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 dead. All liberals are gone. Now, meditating and journaling. Learn yourself. Learn who you are in the dark. Humans have the option to be good or they have the option to be bad. All this right here is learning why you're so bad. This is what makes you good. Because once you beat the bad, you have more good. You're learning how to balance out your life. Because right now you are so chemically, even physically imbalanced, like on a chemical, biological level. You are in hard mode. Remember, you asked for it. You're in hard mode. You are in this fucking mode that, again, you can't even get off your fucking phone for 5 minutes. Look how big of a fucking issue that is. Like, actually think about it. It's fucking disgusting. You even know about it and you still do it. Like, that's an addiction. It's a bad addiction. You can have good addictions, like meditating and journaling. See? It's like a mirror. You can have a bad addiction or you can have a good addiction. And the best way to actually get consistent with stuff like meditating and journaling is to actually keep a tab on this stuff as well. And a quick tip, I have one, I've made a new one because the other one I fucking sucked at. And not like sucked at like the relapse. I was actually doing pretty fucking decent for a little bit and I slipped off. But it is what it is. I'm here now. I have my habit tracker and it's a habit tracker. You track your fucking habits. You just graph out like a bunch of squares, right? With a ruler. You just make like a graph and make days at the top 1 to 3 all the way to 30. And however far you make squares, how many spots you have when you make it. And then you make a good habit and a bad habit section, right? And you have your good habits listed. On the y-axis, you have the days. You know how to make a graph. You're not stupid, right? On the y-axis, you have your days. And then on the right side, you have your actions, your habits. Every time you do a good habit, you put a check mark in that square. And on the bad habit section, which is on the bottom side, which is what I did, you put a check mark in that section. So every time you do a habit, good or bad, you're going to check mark it. So you know what the fuck it means when you check a fucking paper. You did something. It was either good or bad. Fucking own up to it. Don't fucking lie to yourself and just fucking, oh, I didn't do it. I'll just wait to do the habit tracker. I'm going to wait till I'm like feeling a little better. So when I do the habit tracker, it looks so good. It looks so good so I can just be proud of myself for just knowing that I fought my demons so perfectly and I'm just so strong. You sound stupid. You sound dumb. You want to get to the top 1%. You want to get rid of your fucking shit brain. You want to actually make some money. You want to go live the finer things of life. You want to go save your fucking parents from their fucking stupid fucking systematic life. Stop coping. Stop acting like a victim, manifesting negative shit and feeling fucking sorry for yourself. No one is going to fucking actually pick up your hand. Go do something. Go meditate. You literally sit down and do nothing. How fucking hard is it to take 5 minutes out of your day to go fucking meditate, right? Like, come on. Go meditate. Go meditate. Cleanse. Cleanse and eradicate and learn. And then let go. Because at the end goal, right, at the bottom of this, the trauma. At the trauma, once you pressurize yourself enough, and you go to that different realm, right? The new page, the different area you've never experienced before. You've never been here. You haven't. You haven't actually been at the point where you've pressurized yourself enough to actually be like mid-fight. You're on low HP and you're just still fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting. And eventually you're gonna eventually have a fuck up, right? You died. You guess what you can do in a fucking video game? You can retry. You live and die every day. You wake up and you go to sleep and your willpower resets. So just know when you do that shitty habit, trust me, you'll feel like shit again. You know it. I know it feels super good to do it in the moment. But like, how stupid are we? How fucking stupid do you have to be to just keep doing it? I haven't gone to where I need to be because I haven't fought hard enough yet. I've been scared to see blood on my soul character. I really didn't want to get hit. So I just, stayed out of the arena. Just practiced some punches I already know. Acted like I was good. You gotta go in and actually fight. You're gonna get hit. Go fuck yourself. You deserve to get hit. You're not actually gonna get hurt by it. Like, it's not actually gonna physically hurt you. So what are you scared of? Little wham-whams, little fucking sad moment? Wave of I can't fucking codepend without this thing? When you were a kid, you could. When you were even, like, I didn't do anything actually really negative physically to my body. It was sophomore year was the first time I got drunk. But my junior year is when I actually started to, start touching up on some things. And then you actually start, to do it. And then you realize it feels better than actually just living in this shit systematic life. So you're like, oh, let me cope with this. So it feels so much better. You just get to escape the fucking stupid sober brain that stayed in 7 hours of school every day, and that brain got the worst experience ever. So yeah, I need this. I need to go fucking take a puff, right? No, you don't. It's the last thing you need. It's just feeding the fucking cope. You're just feeding the ignorance of your problem. You're not gonna fucking ever. It's just gonna make it worse, actually. You're gonna keep depending on it. You're gonna keep changing your subconscious. Think about it. You're gonna keep going backwards. You're gonna keep losing that full potential of yourself. It's gonna go away. You don't have all day. Like, I'm 20. I don't have a concept of fucking time, bro. I'm just in a moment now. Like, I don't know how to. My memory's gotten so bad because I just don't look back at shit. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but I just know that I am a very present person. So when I let go of something, I really forget about it. And that came from me actually, because I've actually meditated for a long time. I've meditated for years, practiced on it, and I have done that. I can attest to it. That was the best I've ever felt my entire life. It was like peak happiness. I identify myself off that happiness. It made me happy to feel strong. I like to stay like that. And when you're not strong like that, yeah, it fucking sucks. It sucks to be weak. It really does. I hate it. It's like my least favorite feeling. I hate being fucking weak in moments where I should be strong. Someone presses you, you gotta be strong enough to just not conflict with them, and you just gotta make sure you can ignore energy and not feed into it. That's with anything in life. Don't worry, it's fucking stupid. I've had people test me. People think they wanted a piece of me. As badly as I wanted to go fuck some people up, smash someone's face in, I've done it once. Didn't really feel that good. I just punched his face a bunch of times. Put him on the ground, just whacked him a shit ton. I don't remember any good feeling from that. I mean, when you jerk off, you look back at it, you're sad about it. You're sad that you're about to do it. A part of you is, but your dopamine's like, oh, I need something. I'm such a piece of shit. I need this fucking incel yank. Come on. Come on, let's go. It's gonna happen eventually. Just do it anyways. These are the voices that will pop up. The stuff I've been talking about, straight dialogue. You gotta fight through all that stuff so you can pressurize yourself to the point where this becomes a diamond. And this diamond is when you finally travel across the world and you're One Piece, right? You go across the ocean. You finally fucking find it. Oh my god. You know what? Nah, Kung Fu Panda is a better way to do that. You know, the scroll and like how Tai Lung opens it and he's like, there's nothing. There's nothing. He was mad as fuck. He relied on his ego and not his actual subconscious to be dependent on. He relied on his exterior thoughts to control what he wanted inside. That's not how that works. You need to focus on what's within at all times right now. It's the most important thing. You're getting brain fucked every day. This is your skill that's in the negatives. When you're born, you have a default state. Right now, we're behind track. Think about how bad that is. If you dig deep enough, you're going to find that diamond that's been pressured for years. Once you find it, you found your value. Right? The diamond right here. You know what this is? This is the real you. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're courageous. You've had moments where you're honest with yourself and you've accepted that honesty is real. But, fuck. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just depressed. I'm just depressed and fucking tired. You know that's not you, dude. Come on. We're better. You're better than that. Right? We're all better than that. Stop beating yourself up. You have so much to give. Do not live with regret. It's the worst. Don't do it. You'll never get anything done with regret. You know why you have regret. You have regret because you understand already why you feel like that. You should just feel it for a split second. Be like, oh my god, fuck that shit. Oh my god, I hate that shit. Get out. Like, right? Like, I just fucking felt it for a split second. Because, I gave the example. It's like, just get it the fuck out. Go. It's gone. You leave it. You make sure you fucking leave that shit because it's not there to be your friend. It's there to feed off you. It's a fucking demon. It's a fucking demon. It's literally gonna fucking suck your dick dry. Just like all the fucking little stupid girlfriends you fucking have. Oh, I need a girlfriend to cope with me. I love you. I love you. We're gonna have such a fun college time together. Oh my god, you cheated with fucking Chad. You cheated with fucking Paul. Oh my god. Oh my god. So sad. You asked for it. You think that girl at college that's fucking drinking every fucking other night or weekend, you think she's any better than you? Why would you live with her like she's your equal? Like, I get it, you wanted to have fun, go fuck her, like, hoe then. Or at least, if you want to fuck good girls then, you know what you need to actually do? All this. Because if you get into a relationship with a fucking girl, and you are the way you are now, name a relationship that stuck with you, right? People have the one relationship that sticks, and there's only supposed to be the one relationship that's supposed to stick. You're supposed to stay with that person the rest of your life. You're supposed to commit to it. The only way you can commit to another person is if you can commit to yourself. Sometimes people need a girl, I guess, because they have mommy issues. I'm blessed enough to not have that. You know what? I can't speak on behalf of you guys, but I will say this. I have my things I want without. Everybody has that thing. Everybody has the feeling they're without something, right? Everybody has the feeling, like, Like, there's an OCD. Like, there's kids with OCD that fucking walk down the stairs wrong. They'll fucking cry because they missed a step. They went without that perfect step of satisfaction. Like, it's just stupid shit. It goes to a scale. It's a scale. It's like actual shit. But everybody feels like they just need a certain thing to make them happy. When in reality, when you sleep, you don't remember shit. You don't feel sad, happy. You go like a fourth of the day, sleeping without any emotion. You go to sleep and you wake up, and a new day starts. You're back on level 0. You're born again. Be happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy I woke up today. And my mom and my dad are up and they're healthy. And oh, my sister's like already going to work out in the basement. Like, she's doing like good stuff for herself. And just be happy everything's still there. Stop looking so fucking far ahead. You're still right here. Snap it. You're right fucking here. You're here. You're here with me right now. We're in the moment. Now, I didn't take you away from that stuff to say it wasn't happening, wasn't going to happen. But it's not real yet, is it? It's only real in your mind. You know what you do with thoughts in your mind? If you feel like you want to share it with somebody, right? You let it out. You manifest it. Speak it into existence. The mind to the physical. That's the power we have. That's how you gain. That's how you lose. You let go of energy and you can hold on to energy. It's up to you. Some things will scar. Some things will scab. Some things will heal. Some things will leave a fucking skid mark. Just don't forget, those skid marks are going to be your biggest tool once you can wield them. It's like the guts, Berserk, the guts sword. He was able to grow into something so big. He was able to carry that sword. The sword that carries all the kills that he brings with him. He carries this heavy-ass sword. It's the symbolism for a burden. He still picks it up, and he does what he has to do every day. Even though it makes him feel bad, because he knows eventually that's going to lead him to where he needs to go. Now, I could get as philosophied, it's not even a fucking word, whatever. I can get as to the point, detail it. I could put into a story, metaphor, analogy, whatever the hell you want. I can make it sound beautiful, like a TikTok edit, make you be like, oh my God, that's so nice. This is your fucking baseline, dipshit. Right here. This is not even here yet, bro. Your ego might be just like up here somewhere. Out in outer la la land. That has nothing, your ego has nothing to do with this right now. Once you learn how to make your ego be used for good, then you can actually start like performing like a champion. But for now, you're just an incel. So let's focus on becoming better. Now, I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's 4:10. Okay. I'm gonna get to the rest of the stuff. I like putting you guys on game. Here's the stuff. Meditate. Gotta work out. You gotta stop eating the plastic and processed chemicals in your fucking food. You are what you eat, dipshit. Right? Actually invest into yourself. If you're gonna get money, don't fucking spend it on like something stupid. Don't spend it on your bad habit. Go try to actually change your life. Go buy some healthier foods. Like, you have level 0 foods, which are like shit foods. Like your fucking zebra cakes, or your just really processed shit fucking meat that came from China. I don't even know, bro. Do your research. Actually learn. To be able to do any of this stuff, I left it out. I mean, it kind of goes with this, but it's not exactly what I meant. When you're honest, another thing you have to do, well, and like it goes hand in hand with honesty, right? Is you need to make sure you actually learn about, your problem. If you want to actually fix that, you look up a video like this to fix it, like how to deal with trauma. You would fix it. Go online and watch some videos from I'll just put it like this. People better than you. Now, on a spiritual level, we're all equal. We all have a soul. But on a physical level, we have stats. Skill. It's based. It's a skill issue. If I wanted to get better at boxing, and Mike Tyson came up to me and said, "You try to give me advice. If you don't listen to that, then just stop. I don't know. You deserve to get knocked out. If you don't listen to that type of information, what are you doing? You're better than that? You're better than the guy making more money than you telling you gotta go do these good habits? You're better than that guy? The guy with the good mental health telling you to go do these things? You know what the crazy thing is my mental health isn't even necessarily good in comparison to what I want it to be, but it's way above the average. And that's just from, and again, we're below our natural baseline, like I said. From after me doing all this, I'd like to say, on an honest, truthful level, right? I'm like, if I didn't have this problem with needing to dig like you guys do, if I just let go of everything, I'd be exactly where I need to be and I'd have my money right now. Because I've been working on this dream for a long time. And most of my dream, I actually did more mental build-up than actual action because I was a pussy. I was scared to actually go put my balls out on the internet, I didn't feel like I was ready enough. And you know what? I probably wasn't because I was too scared to, right? I didn't have confidence. You have to build that up first. You have to build yourself up first. Don't feed somebody with an empty plate. It makes no sense. Can't. So yes, we have honesty, do research, bravery, find your pride. You have it. Don't be stupid. You have your pride. Your self-respect toward yourself. If somebody were to come press you up, try to fight you, trust me, this will show. See, quite literally, fight. You will trust me. You have pride. Don't be stupid. You do. Why do you think martial arts is so important? Because you actually learn how to fight. But martial arts is all philosophy. And training a kick 1,000 times like you'd meditate 10,000 times in your life. You train your mind and body like the same. You train your mind to learn how to use the body, just like you learn how to walk. You learn how to eat. You learn how to catch a football. You learn how to swing a bat properly. You learn how to shoot a basketball. You learn how to just do something that comes with that. And you have your meditation, workout. Strong body is a strong mind. Must be strong in the body. You have to. Where's your pride if you don't train yourself, You'll have pride in your intellect, but if you want to get good in life, actually love yourself, you want to have a good body. Everyone wants a good body. It's why it's priceless. You can't put price on self-worth. That's infinite. It's you. We are finite in willpower, but we have the choice to try as many times as we want to break barriers. That's the point of this. Because trust me, you feel like a bitch for a reason. It's because you don't fucking do this enough, alright? Go build some testosterone, you man. You're a man, right? Go fucking lift some weights. Water programs you. Like, do I need to say more? If you don't know about fluoride being in your water, not only that, but birth control. It doesn't get filtered out in our water systems. Like, your testosterone is low. You drink that shit. Might not be a lot, but over time it's gonna slowly poison you, just like every other disease, like cancer. Trust me, you will slowly get destroyed. So it doesn't look like it was their fault. It was, you know, they give you a bunch of shit and they make you sick. Make you weak-minded, make you depressed, give you a phone, cope, smoke, skip, jerk off. Now you're depressed. That's the process. I have found lemons being in your water is good. Water and lemons complement, good for purification. That's what I've done I've had lemons in my water for 3 years. I haven't gotten sick. I've gotten sick. I'll count it 1.25 times, but I've gotten sick one time in the past 3 years, and you know when that was? It was in the winter time where I got no sunlight, and I was jerking off for about like it was like what was it? I want to give you the exact number, just to give you a metric scale of me. I don't know. It's no. I would do it once every like 4 days. I think it was. And doing that, you're giving away your seed that makes another Superman like you. So what would you rather be? Superman with the deluxe energy, or would you rather just be fucking Superman? Right? You'd want to have more. That's like infinite. Like, the energy you get when you don't jerk off is a cheat code. That's just common sense. If you don't believe that, then you'll just believe anything the media or scientists tell you. If you can't stand for yourself, you'll fall for anything, my friend. That's what happens. You become weak, you just become susceptible, and you submiss. When you're masculine, fuck that. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm doing what I need to do. I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time to feel sad. Something you are consuming is controlling your life right now. The king, the ruler over you. The ruler over you is what you consume. If you want to put it into a fucking nutshell, out of everything I just talked about, just let that sit, right? That's you. That's you. What you consume will become you. It's so simple, you know? Just be simple-minded. Stop overthinking shit. Think hard, but think logically. Don't think stupid. Don't think in like la-la. Don't think in like zigzags. Think, and if you get stuck, slow down. Take a step back. Where am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, right? Stuff like that. Just actually fucking use your brain. Start using it properly. These lemons, water filter. Those are fine. I should probably say this too. Make sure you stretch. I've heard some people talk about stretching being satanic. Honestly, stretching makes me feel good. I'm gonna keep doing it. John Zerka, he said yoga is satanic. I don't know. It's probably something to do with the Freemasonries. I have no clue. I need to actually finish that video. I was kind of intrigued, but it sounded kind of crazy. Take care of yourself. You're raised. This is how you're raised. All this. All this is raised. Hey, by the way, before I get off, I want you to know you could beat your trauma. You can beat this. Stop giving away your energy. It will make you vibrate low. You're just going to keep losing. Your baseline's just going to lower and lower and lower. Your vibration will get lower and lower and lower. And you will start to relate to sad shit. And you know what happens when you relate to sad shit? It will manifest. You will start having sad things in your life. No more. No more of that. Fight. You control everything within. And if not, fight it. Trust me, you got all day. You got all day, man. I love myself too much. I won't wait for you. I'm not gonna wait for you. But no, I love you. Can't say I didn't try.